10 things smart and intelligent people don't do. What do you think when someone is called smart? You probably have an image of an educated and intelligent person in your mind. But being smart is something more than answering the questions right and getting good grades in school. Smart people are often creative, compassionate, grateful, and humble. They know that they are capable of doing great things, and they definitely don't do the following ones. The first question that merits an answer is what makes an individual smart. Is it the abundance of facts that one can memorize? Is it the above average or exceptional IQ? Perhaps it is the wisdom to make a sound decision at the crucial moment, or knowing how to make the best out of the bad situation. Maybe it is the ability to take as many aspects as possible into consideration before deciding on the future course of action. It is probably a good combination of all the previously mentioned traits. Of course, if someone is smart and successful, it is hard to pinpoint what exactly is responsible for that person's success and well-being. Truth be told, it is far easier to notice what these smart people don't do and arrive to a conclusion as to what is to be avoided. We've all come across that one person who knows how to get along with almost everyone. Their presence is delightful and manage social situations really well. Well, maybe that person is you among your friends. This kind of people make others usually wonder what their secret is. Some people handle it in social encounters better than others. They know how to keep the flow smooth, respectful, light, and even productive at times. This is what we call social intelligence. While some people are naturally born socially intelligent, luckily the set of skills or traits of a socially intelligent person is something anyone can acquire. With some work, of course, and it's some certain habits that set this type of people apart from other annoying habits of people who might not be as socially savvy. Here are some of the things that a socially smart person would never do or fall into their traps. 1. They don't let their past mistakes interfere with their present life. Smart people know that there is no success without some mistakes and failures. Those failures can stand on the weight of achieving goals. Smart people don't let it happen. They leave the past behind because they know that you cannot change your mistakes, but you can learn a lesson from them and see them as an opportunity to grow and to become better. 2. They don't judge people and never criticize anyone publicly. They don't speak poorly or badly of others to make themselves look better. They understand that everyone's journey in life is different, and that no one is in their shoe to know what's happening behind the curtains. Socially smart people won't put you under a microscope analyzing the motives behind your every behavior and action. So, instead of judging people who are different from them, they make it an opportunity to listen and learn from their journey. You see people as a lifetime investment. When you discover a circle of people with similar values with yours, you try to maintain them. When you have a misunderstanding with genuine friends, you take time to say your thoughts with love. You treat people generally with courtesy whether you know them or not. Your words can give hope to confused minds. You have an amazing way of handling pressure and stress without transferring the aggression to others. If this attribute is yours, you definitely will go far in life. When I mean far, I mean without limits. 3. They never say it's not my fault. It's never a good idea to cast blame. Be accountable. If you had any role, no matter how small, in whatever went wrong, own it. If not, offer an objective, dispassionate explanation of what happened. Stick to the facts and let your boss and colleagues draw their own conclusions about who's to blame. The moment you start pointing fingers is the moment people start seeing you as someone who lacks accountability for their actions. This makes people nervous. Some will avoid working with you altogether, and others will strike first and blame you when something goes wrong. Intelligent people often have a locus of control internal, which means that they understand that they have a certain power over circumstances. They are aware that with intelligence and perseverance they can go very far and achieve great things, although they also understand their limits. Smart people accept praise for their achievements and take responsibility for their failures and mistakes. No more, no less. They don't blame the others or the fate when something goes wrong. Instead, they redouble their efforts by changing perspective. In fact, one of the main characteristics of intelligent people is precisely their ability to recognize mistakes and learn from them. 4. They don't run away from their problems. Everyone has and will have problems. There are problems with work, money, family, health, etc. Smart people face those problems. They look for the best ways to solve them. When they fall, they stand up and keep going. They have the courage to confront their fears, and they see every problem as a chance to become better. 5. Beg someone's attention. Smart people don't beg for anything. at least not someone's attention. Intelligent people understand the art of conversation and are willing to contribute to discussions as and when it's appropriate. If someone isn't interested in listening to what they have to say, they will acknowledge that and speak to someone else. Begging for someone to listen to or like you is another sign of insecurity. And smart people much rather spend their time communicating with like-minded people who are willing to give them the time of day. 6. They won't prioritize perfection. Emotionally intelligent people won't set perfection as their target because they know it doesn't exist. Human beings, by our very nature, are fallible. When perfection is your goal, you're always left with a nagging sense of failure, and you end up spending your time lamenting what you failed to accomplish and what you should have done differently instead of enjoying what you were able to achieve. 7. They don't forget to say thank you. Show your gratitude. It is one of the most important things. Smart people know that the world doesn't revolve around them. They believe in the power of kindness and that a good gesture will come back to them someday. 8. They never stop learning. They're always curious and thirsty for knowledge. We all know this. Smart people have a deep thirst for knowledge. They have the drive to remain informed. Where others would find reading boring and tedious, smart people would find nothing but joy in it. The more information they take in and process, the more colorful their mental landscape becomes. They're often glued to books and newspapers, keeping themselves up to date or otherwise just immersing themselves in another person's world. In their free time, expect them to listen to podcasts, watch the news, read books, watch documentaries, listen to debates, and talk to others who have a lot of things to share. Albert Einstein famously said, "I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious." This passionate curiosity about the world around you may be one of the keys to intelligence. Intelligent people let themselves become fascinated by things others take for granted. The good news is you can actively cultivate curiosity in your daily life. Whenever you're listening to a presentation, write down at least 3 questions, even if you don't actually get to submit them. 9. They don't heavily rely on others. There is nothing wrong with having friends, family members, or coworkers you can trust and rely on. Everyone should have someone they can count on when things go tough. Heavily relying on someone, however, only portrays you as powerless. As a smart individual, you should never indulge such a commodity. What they do instead, you can have a brilliant mind, outstanding intelligence, etc. But if you do not put those traits to good use, you will only come off as incompetent. When you are in need of assistance, pay close attention to see if your problem was truly difficult. In a great number of cases, it is our fear and insecurity that prevent us from acting. There is always a thought, what if I only make things worse? The thought is perfectly justified. The unwillingness to overcome such a fear, on the other hand, isn't. 10. They don't let their inner voice run their lives. Smart people silence their inner voice. You know the one, that voice that offers a running commentary when someone is speaking to you. It's the one that pops up with your own opinions being formed and judgments being made before all possible information is provided. It's the voice that keeps you from appreciating what is really being said. These people know to focus less on what the brain has to say and more on who is speaking. Everyone deals with painful or unwanted emotions from time to time. That's a normal part of life. The way you handle those emotions can say a lot about your emotional intelligence. Though, generally speaking, people with high emotional intelligence can recognize complex emotions, understand how those emotions affect choices and behavior, respond to those emotions productively, exercise self-control to express feelings at appropriate times, express feelings in safe and healthy ways. So if we sum up, these are the things intelligent people don't do. 1. Intelligent people would never abandon any perspective to prove themselves right. They would listen to every perspective and then would come to the final conclusion. 2. Intelligent people would never judge a person. Never ever. 3. Intelligent people would never try to complete things as soon as possible. They will give good amount of time to it. 4. Intelligent people would never doubt perseverance, no matter what happens. 5. Intelligent people would never ridicule an illiterate person. 6. Intelligent people would never abandon the quality of being nice and down-to-earth type of person. 7. Intelligent people would never discourage anyone about his, her dreams. 8. Intelligent people would never waste time in gossips. 9. Intelligent people would never abandon real things in life. 10. Intelligent people would never give up silence and solitude. The smartest person in the room isn't always the loudest. In a world where people talk to prove who they are, Highly intelligent people are the opposite. Instead of boasting about their accomplishments or telling people how right their opinions are, they're usually quiet and observant. When you have the ability to take everything in, you can see things that others missed, like subtle patterns. There are plenty of ways to look at intelligence and smartness, but most experts recognize that it goes well beyond book smarts. It doesn't necessarily matter that you weren't singled out as gifted early in your elementary days. Maybe you sat back in class daydreaming about distant worlds and sketching them in your notebook, or skipped school entirely to work or help take care of family members. Smart people don't close themselves off to new ideas or opportunities. That intelligent people are willing to accept and consider other views with value and broad-mindedness, and that they are open to alternative solutions. With this, we come to the end of the video. These were the 10 things intelligent people don't do. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as we upload a video.